Hey, I'm Lain Ehmann of layoutaday.com, and I'm here to show you how to make this very cute brick panel card is what I called it. And look at the blog post above this to get all the dimensions and supplies you'll need. The first thing you want to do is take your white panel and lay the template over your panel for your card, and then you're going to take several different colors of craft paint. And some of these I used are just the 99-cent bottles of craft paint that you can get from Michael's, or you can get fancy and use the specific crafters paint that you can get from like a specialty store, whatever you want to do. And I used a dauber on top of mine, and you can see I just went over the template onto the white card, just daubing away in different areas with different colors, just kind of blotching it here and there. Nothing too scientific, just mixing it up a little bit. So at the end, we'll have a good lay of color over the whole panel of the card. And sometimes you got to squeeze a little bit to get the ink to come out, but I did not worry about covering the entire card evenly. In fact, I wanted more of a spongy, blocky effect to it. So again, if you wanted a more full color coverage, you could use a foam paintbrush instead of the dauber. But once I have it all covered, I just peel the template off, and you can see the result. It's a little bit splotchy, and I really like that. I like the blending of the color. I just hit it with the heat gun real quickly. This acrylic paint will dry very, very quickly, and I'm working just on plain cardstock, plain white cardstock, a smooth cardstock. Then I took a pre-made card that I had in kind of a turquoise or pool colored, and it matched the blue of the ink that I was using, and just laid down some adhesive, and then I put the panel right on the card, just like that. Lined it up, eyeballed it. You can see I don't really spend a lot of time measuring. Adhered it down, and that ink is already dry. If you can believe it, the paint is already dry. Then I pulled out a little flower that I had pre-punched from a sheet of cardstock that I had done the same daubing technique without the template, just to get a more full coverage for the flower. I punched out the flower and mounted it on just a circle of yellow cardstock. Then I took a strip of that same yellow cardstock. I stamped my sentiment in the middle of the strip of cardstock, and now I'm going to trim it to size. And this is one of my favorite tricks. Take a square hole punch, or not a hole punch, because it's not a hole, it's a square. And then I just use the corner of that square punch to make the little banner or the flag. Then I put some adhesive on the end and then tucked it under the flower and adhered it down. And look, we're getting very close to being completed. Can you believe how quickly this is going? So then I pulled out a blue button that again matched the blue of the paint and the card, and got some yellow and white baker's twine. And then I'm threading it through. Sometimes easier to do than others. And then I'm threading it through the back side as well. And then I'm going to grab my glue dots, one of my favorite adhesives ever. Just putting a glue dot on the back very quickly, putting it in the center of my flower, and then tying the ends of the baker's twine into a nice little bow. Very quick to do, very simple, adds a little pizzazz, and I'm done. There's the card in about 3 minutes, if you can believe it. Thanks so much.